was good. I told y'all, you feel me? I'm trapping like I never trapped before. This channel's gonna have everything on it, reactions. You feel me? I don't really like to do the live thing. I'm gonna do the live thing early morning, starting next week. My whole system had messed up. I had to fix it. But I'd rather do these reactions. But I don't know if y'all seen this, and y'all can comment your opinion below. But my man's Adam, not my man's, but Adam from No Jumper 22, let his wife get pulverized by BBC. You feel me? You feel me? And I'm not gonna lie. I've seen this girl's work. I've seen this girl's work. You know, she don't really got the complexion for my affection. But at the same time, I'm not gonna sit here and act like my eyes don't work and that thing not fat. So I don't know how he would ever let his wife get here. But let's see what he has to say with the aftermath. This is the aftermath of the again his wife slack.
Or like, you know, however much of it I end up seeing.
Hold on, turn this down.
I'm probably going to enjoy seeing it, and it makes me think about like, my best friend reference to the full thing, or like, you know, however much of it I end up seeing. I'm probably going to enjoy seeing it, and it makes me think about like my best frame of reference, because I have not spent almost any time in my life learning about like how polyamorous people work or anything like that. But when I was at the AVN Awards back in January, there was a couple of different dudes who came up to me with their wives or girlfriends and said, "Hey, if you ever have time or you're ever down, I would love for you to fuck my wife." Mm-hmm. And I'm just kind of like, okay, like that's wild. Like, I didn't even take it serious or anything like that. But
definitely not our complexion. We're sure that. We're sure it's not my complexion of people that's walking. We're not walking. Keisha and Tasha is not walking. This is not happening with Keisha and Tasha. That's all I'm saying.
I understand what those guys are thinking. They have watched me in porn or whatever. They've watched you in porn, and they would love to like just see their girl inserted into that environment. Mm-hmm. And
wow,
you know, just seeing you like looking like a glamorous porn star on camera with a very well-known professional. It's not the worst thing in the world to me. I'm not super mad about it. And then I feel like it's kind of allowed me to even just embrace the fact that, like, yeah, in prior situations, even with you, I've fucked girls with one of my friends, and that was okay. But because it's a girl who I don't have a real relationship with, but now I'm kind of like, well, why the fuck do I care? Especially as a porn person, you know, it's like, why would it be such a big deal if I enjoy it with a girl that
I kind of get where he's coming from in a brief point, just because this is what he does. So clearly, it's not as held to a high standard. Wow.
I don't give a fuck about what is the
am I insecure? Because I won't let it. Nah, I don't think I'm.
Point of me
definitely black
doing that with the girl that I'm married to. It's not like an inherently degrading or disrespectful
then he
thing,
brought
right?
his shorty
I
up.
mean, as long as you're consenting, I mean, and you're turned on by it, and the girl's turned on by it clearly, so it's like.
Well, clearly you're turned on
Yeah,
by
I'm
it
talking about
because
myself as
you're
a girl
not
in this
shying
situation.
away from this whole double team thing that I'm proposing here, are you?
No, not at all. I actually have some pictures of positions I'd like to try with you on my phone.
See, that's one thing that I was thinking when we started talking about it. Is like, okay, if we're gonna
my wife can't say she want to get double teamed. That's crazy, but okay.
Scene, what are the positions? Because I need to make sure that this dude's dangler ain't like too close to my face or anything.
Well, I don't think we should do it the first time, but I would like to be DP'd by you and someone else.
So the butt and the vagina.
Yeah.
Well, I see. Okay, right there. Boom. Jealousy triggered because we haven't had anal in like a year.
Okay.
And you're gonna say, "Oh, it's because last time we tried to do an anal scene, you came in like 4 minutes."
So okay,
you were like, "Well, actually, I wasn't gonna say that."
Well, you could be the guy in my butt. Would you still be jealous?
I just don't really like love the idea of my balls clapping against another dude's balls.
I think you'll get so into it you'll forget and you won't care.
Yeah, it's definitely a possibility. I mean, it's definitely not totally off limits in my mind, but
I'm not saying it's the first thing I want to do, but like we've had so many girls on Plug Talk where you're like, "What's your favorite thing?" and they're like, "DP." You think anal feels good? You think vaginal feels good? Wait till you try them together.
But you have a sensitive butthole. That's why we haven't been engaging with it so much, right? Like I don't know.
I just hate prep for anal. That's literally all it is. I like anal. I hate preparing for anal.
because you have to eat gummy bears for a whole day
You
beforehand.
have to starve yourself. You have to clean out your butthole.
Right.
You know, it's a whole thing. And then every time for some reason I get a cut or I bleed no matter what, and then I have a problem for a week after. But it's just part of doing it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not exactly horrified by the idea, but that's also one thing that I've realized is that even if I really didn't like the idea of you fucking another dude on camera, I mean, being in the porn business, it would just be insane for me to say no to it at this point, or at least this one scene. Like doing more is kind of its own separate conversation, but the financial the financial rewards have been so absurd that it's kind of like, well, we're in business together, like you gotta
yeah. And I mean, at some point it's like my fans were just kind of like, your content's getting dry at this point, like you haven't done anything new. And so for me, yes, it was exciting financially and it was exciting to have a new sexual experience, but it's also like I'm kind of excited for work just because there's like new things I could do for my fans to keep them interested.
People, this.
Am I not mature enough to have this conversation with a girl? What is going on here?
This woman is obsessed with her OnlyFans analytics. No. So she is more turned on by seeing the numbers go up than anything else, probably.
I am turned on that there is like many, many, many thousands of people out there who are waiting for July 13th to sit down and download or watch this video or whatever and jerk off to it. That is hot to me.
Just thinking about the legions of gooners who are just posted up waiting for it.
They can jerk off to anyone. They could find a Lena the Plug lookalike and jerk off to her. No, they want to jerk off to me and my weird vagina.
Weird?
I don't know.
How dare you?
Your fans love to say it's weird.
I think it's nice.
I mean, you better think it's nice. It's yours. It's yours. You bought it.
It's a good looking vagina. I didn't buy it. It came that way. Okay. So what else do they want to know? People probably want to know, what is it hard to go back to a, reasonably sized white penis after dealing with a baby arm? Is it upsetting?
No.
Is it hard to go back to regular life?
So first of all, I wouldn't say that yours is regular. I would say yours is definitely like above average. So let's give you that. Yes. Every time we take your pants off on Plug Talk, the girl's like, "Oh, I'm surprised."
But for a white guy. They don't say that.
Podcaster.
They don't say that, but they're thinking that.
Maybe. I don't know. Someone called you good boyfriend dick once, and I feel like that was a good compliment because nobody wants like an outrageously large penis all the time.
Right.
It wasn't hard to come back to your dick. I was in a lot of pain for a few days, so having sex was, It
was reupholstered.
You were a little traumatized by me being like, "Ouch, hold on."
At first, yeah, but that did go away pretty quickly.
It took like 3 or 4 days. Yeah.
Yeah. You feel like it snapped back? Well, you never had the natural birth that you were planning on.
I don't believe that a vagina stretches from having sex once for 40 minutes with a bigger dick.
I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I look at the buttholes of the girls that we work with that I know have had like dread or whoever in their asshole, and I'm like, those dicks are doing damage.
Okay, but the asshole's not meant to stretch like this big. The vagina is.
I don't even think I'm allowed to comment on this. I'm the wrong complexion for opinion. That's how I feel right now. I feel like, what are we talking about here? What the, yo? What? All I want to say is he clearly doesn't have any trauma from going through this situation. You feel me? Because he still loves his girl. Me, if a nigga put his pinky finger in my shorty joint, Is she my shorty? I'm talking about his fucking pinky. A nigga put his pinky in my shorty joint. I'm traumatized. I'm traumatized. I can't take it. My heart can't take that. Shout out to the other complexion for understanding things I never want to understand. You know what I'm saying? That's why I am speechless. I could never have that conversation with my shorty. What? Yo, I'm out. Yo, Loverboy in the Sky's out now. Best rapper in the world.